What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com. Thursday the 13th now. Good God, January's going by fast. Thursday, January the 13th, 2022. Back for another video, free plays, an announcement for what we've got going on, and another big recap. Guys, before we get into it, if you have not gone and watched the video for what we did for yesterday, as far as Wednesday's video, go back and watch it again, because I'm not going to recap every single play that we did on Tuesday because, again, it was a long video. And, again, the free plays that are on there aren't going to do you any good because the games obviously went last night. But at least watch the recap. That way you can see that, the record looks great, but you can see kind of the blueprint of it, what we actually played. They weren't just random games. We are playing more underdogs than anything else, and we are cashing in at rates that people don't even think are possible. I am literally getting dozens of Twitter DMs and emails every day saying, dude, like, if you were to tell me you were doing these numbers, I wouldn't believe you if I wasn't actually making the money myself. So congrats to everybody. Another big day. Tuesday, again, go back and watch that video. I'll put the link in the description along with my Twitter information, because you will need that here in just a few minutes if you want to get on board something that we're doing. But just to give you an overview of Tuesday, we went 9-2 overall. 2 top play winners we cashed in with our top play in NCAA basketball, West Virginia minus 135 on the money line, as well as our top play in hockey again on the Maple Leafs and the Golden Knights over 5.5 goals. So 9-2 on Tuesday with 2 top play winners, picking up over 9.5 units of pure profit. Some clients even, their books having just a slightly better odds than William Hill, believe it or not, and them cashing in over 10 units. So anywhere between 9.5 and 10 units is what our clients made on Tuesday. And then going into yesterday, a huge card, the premium / top play card. There was a total of 11 plays given out, and then on top of that, there was a game of the week. It was our first game of the week for NBA since early November, only our second for the season. That's only our second overall, huge release in the NBA this year. We've only had those 2 game of the weeks, no game of the month or game of the year yet. I am looking at a potential game of the month this week. I also circled another potential big play for next week. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe we found our game of the year already in the NBA, which would be good. So, yesterday, game of the week released. It was a 7:30 p.m. game, or a 7 p.m. game, excuse me. And it was another winner. So that keeps us 100% perfect on NBA big releases this year. 2-0. The play was the Pacers and the Celtics over 209 points. Even the people that bought it right before tip-off got it at 210. One person said they got it at 212, and I said, well, you got ripped. Of course, he was using a local guy, so there's nothing that he could do or that, that anyone could do about it. And he said, well, do I play it or not? And I said, I'm still confident in it. I said, but, dude, at that moment, 5 hours after we had released the game and everybody had played it, the line had only moved a point, 1 point. William Hill went from 209 to 210, and he was still paying 2 points over that. But again, it was a winner nonetheless. There was 219 points scored, so there was that, a nice little cushion to go along with it. A huge game of the week winner that follows up our game of the week for Friday that we had in the NHL. And there is another game of the week going tonight. I warned you about that yesterday, saying that with everything we've got going on, NHL, college basketball, NBA, NFL, everything that's going on, there would be multiple big releases this week, and there was the potential for up to 4 of them. And that could be the first time we've ever gone 3-4 days in a row with big releases like this. Tonight there is another one. There was actually 2 games that truthfully could have made the cut, and then I almost backed off of both of them, but then got word about one player that was going to be sitting out in this game, which just upped it even more, solidified the deal, put it about 4% in my rankings over what it needed to be a game of the week. So locked it in. It's loaded. You're watching this video. That means the play is already posted and released, and you can go purchase it at ChaseWins.com. And the second that you complete your purchase, you can sign in. Instant access to the play, get your bets in, and come cash in with us. But yesterday, cashing in on the game of the week for NBA on the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers. And what did we do? We had another huge day in the NBA outside of the game of the week play, only releasing underdogs. We had 3 of them. We had 2 on our premium card, and we also had the one that we gave you for free. That was the only one we lost. That's the first underdog NBA play that we've lost for 2022, at all. We have now released 13 NBA underdog plays, and we are 12-1 for the year since January 1st. 18-3 in NBA overall for the year, and 12-1 in underdog plays. And guys, what more do you want? If you are not jumping on the NBA season pass for $3.99 to get the rest of the premium and top plays through the NBA finals, you're a crazy person and you hate money. $400 to get you a $1,500 package. That deal goes away at midnight tomorrow night. So jump on it. You can go to the website. You can hop on board. You don't need a coupon code for that, and come join us. But if you also want to get NHL and college basketball, those are $1,500 a piece. You would pay $4,500 to normally buy those separate. I'll give you all 3 of them for $999 total. So less than $1,000 because there's no tax on it. And you get to get 3 full season passes from now until someone's crowned a champion here, in the very late spring, early summer for all 3 of these sports. Outside of college basketball, it ends in April, but you know what I mean. All you got to do if you want all 3 of them, or if you just want 2 of the 3, I'll still give you a better discount. Go to the description below in this video. Follow me on Twitter. DM me. Tell me what your username for the site is, what you want, if you want all 3, or if you just want 2 of the 3 and which 2 you want. And I will give you a specific coupon code to use at checkout so you can get it. But these deals do go away at midnight tomorrow night. If you buy a season pass today before 7 p.m., I will give you the game of the week for free. Otherwise, you have to buy the game of the week separately. It is not included in anything unless you're on an all-access membership, which you can get one of those for 30 days or for 1 year. Remember, at the end of January, come February the 1st, that all-access package for the year is going up in price by $2,000. So you better get on it while you can, because again, even then, when it goes up in price, it's still going to be way too cheap for what you get. You get every single premium play, top play, lean, game of the week, game of the month, game of the year, futures prediction, anything that's released on the site you get. Horse racing, NASCAR, I mean everything. You get absolutely everything. There's nothing that you would ever have to buy if you're an all-access member. You would already get it no matter what. If we introduce new cappers, which I'm, highly considering one person to cover one particular sport that we'll know about here probably by the end of this month, and we'll see what happens there. You wouldn't have to rebuy their plays. You would automatically get it if you're an all-access member. So reach out to me. Either get on one of those, get on a season pass. If you don't do that, go to chasewins.com. The first thing you'll see on the purchase page is the game of the week. It's $50 as always, but it comes with the best pure profit guarantee in the business. God forbid this play were not to cash in. You get 3 days of all plays, all premium and daily top plays in all sports. No questions asked. We guarantee that your purchase of $50 will turn a profit, no questions asked. And with what we're doing, you don't got to worry about that. Period. So anyway, coming off of a 9-2 10-unit Tuesday, cashing in the game of the week. Oh, and the game of the week's in college basketball tonight, if I didn't mention that. 7 p.m. is the game time, so you need to get on by 7 p.m. At 7:01 p.m., that purchase link will come down, and you want to make sure that you get your wagers in by 7:05, 7:08 when the game officially tips off. I'm not going to tell you what game it's in, but I will tell you it's a 7 p.m. game, but there's a lot of 7 p.m. games, so you can have fun trying to guess, but you won't guess. But the rest of the recap for yesterday, the only game we lost in the NBA was the Pacers, that free play that I gave you, Pacers +3. We cashed in on the Heat +3.5 outright winners, as well as the Sacramento Kings +5, taking down the LA Lakers outright at home and winning the game. And then getting over into college basketball, the free plays that I gave you, USC Upstate +3.5, as well as USC Upstate on the money line +150. Both of those cashed with ease. And if you go back and watch that video, you'll see that the game went exactly how I told you it would. So 2 big winners there. LSU +4, outright winner. Villanova +2.5, outright road winner. Notre Dame moneyline minus $1.40. That was a little bit of a steep play, but a winner nonetheless. Fordham +3, another outright winner. We had Norfolk State minus 20 as a daily top play for another 3 units. Winner, and the only play in college basketball that we dropped yesterday was Boston College at home on the money line minus $1.25. So overall yesterday, a 10-2 day, picking up over 14.5 units of pure profit. So guys, over 24 units of pure profit in the last 48 hours, and a record of, just in the last 2 days, just Tuesday and Wednesday alone, plus 24 units, and you've gone 10-2 in one day, 9-2 the other day. Think about that. 19-4 plus 24 units in 48 hours. Tonight we're going to do the same thing. There's going to be a slew of underdog picks. Become a YouTube VIP member. That way you get members-only picks, because there's going to be at least 5 of those picks that don't come out on the card tonight that will be released to those. Moneyline, plus money, moneyline plays, and I think we're going to cash every one of them. So you can pick up another 4 or 5 units of profit just by doing that. It's $25 for the full month. And, you do that every month. The first week will pay for that 10 times over, and then you just get to enjoy 3 weeks of extra plays and extra winners. But the deal going on for $3.99 or $9.99 for all season passes ends tomorrow at midnight. Make sure you jump on the college basketball game of the week by 7 p.m. tonight. You get instant access as soon as you purchase it. This line can move. It's still got plenty of time. We've got 8 hours until this game goes as of right now. So you want to get on it. Make sure you get the most value and the best line possible, and that you don't risk paying more, laying worse odds, getting less points, laying less points, depending on what type of play it is. I'm not going to tell you that, but you want to make sure you get the best odds possible, the best value possible, and so that you can make the most money possible on this huge 5-unit banger tonight. But we're going to have plays in the NBA, college basketball, the NHL. There's going to be at least 1 daily top play, maybe 2. Like I said, there's going to be a ton of underdogs tonight. So if you do buy the game of the week play and you also want to get the rest, jump on a 3-day pass, 7-day pass, whatever you want. And that way you can cash in on all the premium and daily top plays as well. 3-day pass is starting at $49. 7-day pass is starting at only $99. And that gives you all sports. That gives you every premium and daily top play in all sports for however long you buy the, whatever duration yours is in, whether it's 3, 7, 30 days. But if you want to get everything included, game of the week, go jump on a 30-day all access pass. I'm telling you, you'll make enough profit in that to be able to turn around and buy the 1-year all-access pass by the time it's over, just off of profit alone, and you won't have to dig into your bankroll to buy it. So go jump on that. Let's get on some free plays tonight. We're going to start with college basketball. Georgia at 7 o'clock, both 7 o'clock games. A couple of underdogs for you. Butler is on the road taking on Georgetown. Butler is laying 2 points right now. And do I think Butler is the better team? No, I don't. I think they're better at this moment because Georgetown's been kind of up and down with injuries, and Georgetown has also been a really bad road team this year, especially when you look at them from an against the spread standpoint. But they've got one player in particular that I think is a big difference maker, and I think that it's because of speed, ball control, and the fact that if you let him get hot from outside, he's going to beat you up inside anyway, driving in and fast breaks and things like that, because he's most likely going to be one of the fastest players on the floor on any given night. But if you also let him get hot from outside, this kid will drop 30 points like it's nothing and be able to sit out the last 5 minutes of the game. And that's when Georgetown becomes not just a much better team, they become dangerous to anybody they're playing, no matter how good or bad they are. And I think now that Georgetown's going to get one piece of the equation back, Butler is actually going down one piece from a down-low standpoint, which is going to defensively hurt them. And I also think it's going to cause them to commit more fouls. There's another reason that Butler on the road just does not guard the three well at all. I think this is going to be a game where the crowd will be a little bit more into it. And I think that Georgetown should be the one here favored by a couple of points. I get it. Based on the numbers of the past week, the -2 makes sense. I think, if you really take home court into consideration, which I think means something in this game, I think it should be closer to a pick 'em. But again, it's within 2 points of being accurate. I just think that, truth be told, if somebody really knew what they were looking at, really knew these teams and followed them like I do, then you would know that Georgetown is the one that should be laying, a bucket. And so for that reason, I'm going to take the 2 points. I'm putting them in my back pocket. And as a premium play, I'm taking Georgetown +2 tonight to take down Butler. But I'm also going to lay a half unit on Georgetown on the money line. I wasn't going to do it because it's only +115, but everything lines up for Georgetown tonight where if they come to play, they'll be the team that wins the game. And being that they're catching points, I do believe that this isn't going to, Georgetown's either going to win the game outright or they're going to lose by 10. So I don't mind risking a unit and a half here because I do believe that Georgetown is the better team and should have the leverage in this spot. So I'm going to go a premium play, 1 full unit on Georgetown +2 and a half unit on Georgetown on the money line +115 just to get a little extra, just shy of 3/4 of an extra unit of profit to throw in there. And then also Citadel, same time. Citadel right now is +4 and their money line is +1.50. Are they the better team against their opponent? No, not on any given day of the week. But if you look at what they've done over the past week, the team's schedule, who they've played, how they've kind of gotten ready for this game in particular, I believe that Citadel is in a spot to pull an upset. Citadel has clamped down defensively in certain areas, which usually doesn't give them an advantage. But if you look at offensively, the way that you typically see the most success, from our road team tonight, that's where Citadel actually, has leverage defensively, clamps down, and is one of the better defensive teams in the conference when it comes to just those particular areas, guarding the corners, not letting people drive into the lane, making sure that they have to take those awkward shots if they want to go to that left side. And that's something that they've always been good at, they're getting better at, and UNC Greensboro tends to do a lot. So if the Citadel can play that type of defense, UNC Greensboro, who is heads and tails better than Citadel offensively, but they slow down at the end, it's only going to make them go probably 10 to 15 points below what they would normally score against a conference team on the road. And I think that that's what's going to give Citadel the upper hand here to keep the game close. Not saying that they win outright, but if they come to play for 40 full minutes and they can get any type of momentum to shift their way and they can draw some fouls and and they take care of their free throws tonight, then really all they got to do is protect the ball, and they could win this game outright at home. So I'm going to take the Citadel. I'm going to take them +4. I am going to lay a full unit on that one for now. I have not decided on the money line yet, but it's +1.50. So there's a good chance you'll know it if you're on the YouTube VIP membership, but there's a good chance that I may be laying a half unit, maybe even a full unit on the money line for Citadel if what I think is going to happen with the roster tonight is confirmed, and I think that just gives even more of an advantage for Citadel in the home spot tonight, catching the points in a game that they very well could win outright. It's not a game they should win outright, but situationally they're primed for a perfect setup for a win. So, and then on top of that, I'm going to take Golden State tonight. Right now you're catching 2 to 2.5 depending on where you're betting it at, and even though they're on the road, you can say what you want to say. Golden State is the better team. I think Golden State is on their way to another finals. But I'm going to take Golden State +2, 2.5, whatever you got it at. We got it at 2 because I think Golden State should be able to win this game by 4 to 5 points if they play the whole time. And Curry, you know how he does on the road. They just can't stop him on the road. And then based on what Milwaukee does at home and they do on the road, over might not be a bad play either.